The increased mobility does allow to shut down part of that kit. However, no longer the choice, going to be a 4-1, going to be team fight, going to be only Kuray trying to attack the side lanes with Ruin. Pressure on Fenerbahçe to be able to execute, I think, a harder comp right now. 1-3-1 with Tom Kench is quite simple to play, and Phong Buffalo have the advantage of not only being able to lose this game to guarantee the tiebreaker, but also the home crowd.
Yep, certainly looking good, but we'll see if they can seal the deal and push themselves in towards the knockout stage of the MSI play-in. Fenerbahçe, I mean, a very interesting draft in general navigated between these two teams, but Fenerbahçe, certainly this is where they decided to put their chips against a very tough opponent. So, I mean, subbing in a new support in only 35. We've got Vel'Koz, we've got Renekton. Certainly a lot of different mix-ups here for Fenerbahçe, but if it works, they'll be happy because they do need to push for the tiebreak here.
And we'll see whether level 1 shenanigans come out one more time.
For Fenerbahçe, in fact, the rest of the games they will play will be elimination games from at least the rest of this stage. So we'll see just how many more is left to play as Meliodas face checking 3 people. Braum, and there's the stun, and that's going to be first blood over. Who's going to grab it? It's Vel'Koz as today's lucky winner.
And we'll start to break, you know, potentially Ruin has a good early game. Meliodas top.
Yeah, Zeros only level 1, but as you said, the jungler's going to try and make the difference. Red buff here for the Kindred. Zeros going to keep moving back and forth. A great stun, and that's the kill. Meliodas gets some revenge.
And Meliodas bypasses a mark to get top lane and impact the map.
Might down needs 1 or 2 more autos, and that's enough for mark number 1. Another stun lands. It's 2v2 potential here in the top side. Zeros wants it. There's Kuray though. Flash looks for the flick, but Zeros with a great flash to react. And now going to go after it again. Zeros diving through the pebbles is ill-advised, but Meli still with the red buff. Going to force a flash out of Ruin. Could get a double kill, but he needs to navigate very carefully.
Teleport coming in.
Nice walk down as well. Meliodas just going to buy the time. He gets Ruin. He's going to make it 2. Who's going to grab the next one? Zeros wants it, and he will receive it. And Meliodas rewrites so much of that level 1.
And Koro was back in base, so not going to be all that much done in the bottom lane.
Ooh, goes back for it. Zeros burning the ulti. Ruin also using his. Zeros going to have to keep trying to kite it out. The stun lands in. The Fury stacking up a little bit, but Zeros might actually be able to get it. It's going to be close, but Ruin with the stats flashes in, gets the last little bits, and does take the solo kill.
And you can see Kuray also first jungler to rotate, so that was always in Fenerbahçe's favor. As soon as the first stun missed, I feel it makes Kuray's job much easier. No longer does he have to be worried about the volatility. He can go top.
Stun lands, but Dominus pop, the Weaver's wall in, and Zeros now going to have to fight his way out. Meliodas here does have the ulti ready to go. Zeros wants to try and make a play of it. Does live, and now Meliodas is going to keep them away. And there's everybody else here. Here's Hades. Flash stand aside, going to force the flash out of the Kindred.
Fenerbahçe forcing the tempo of this game. Pallet will be able to... You have to say, so far, Hades in only 35 do look more promising.
Looking again, though, for Kuray. Meliodas, though, just not really very tanky. Again, the Whirling Death comes in, and that's enough for a snipe. Ulti was up, he just didn't use it.
And that was a cash-in pastry time, and should mean now that complete top...
Herald smacking back around. Big Koro looking for the steal. We'll find out in a second who got it, as Balulu was under fire here in mid lane. Nor finally able to seal the deal on that kill.
And time again, when top lane looks like right now, if that was not the case, if it was something like an air drake, actually, Herald spawned mid.
Oh, good chain again there from Nor. That might be a kill there, but Balulu lives for a little while longer, and Zeros, he got so greedy and was punished for that kill. Meli this time able to pop the Lazarus fire, but that's going to force them away from the turret and away from that Drake.
And the charge going to go down as well. Mid lane turret could break here, Pastry.
Looks like it will, just in time to collect the plates as well. Looking for maximum delivery on that money.
And another situ.
Again, where you don't kill the bloodthirsting Draven, he just heals straight back up and then runs back to collect more creeps.
Well, beyond that Pastry time, even when you set up, oh, they go in.
Flash looking for the ulti. Doesn't quite grab it just yet. No, actually a good double knockup from only 35. Ulti though, burn, and Fenerbahçe again first to the play. They'll even TP down. Zeros going to come in, but he might be too late. Pallet is going to fall. That's going to be a double kill. And now Meliodas also dying. A good ult there from Zeros, but it's so late.
And Fenerbahçe don't dominate that team fight. They were there first.
For the Draven. I mean, Ruin somewhat caught here, but the Iceborne Gauntlet not enough. In fact, the Twin Shadows might spell doom here for Big Koro. Does flick out onto Pallet. Arcane shifts away to safety with Pallet. Not so lucky. You're going to get burnt down by the laser as Balulu gets kill number 2.
Look at the damage out of the rookie of Fenerbahçe. Both of the slows landing. The spooky ghost.
Up that lead. We will see Phong Buffalo play from very significantly behind in this game. Weaver's War going in. They do get the kill on the Meliodas, and now Pallet also caught out of position. Bolulu just has enough, and again, teaming up with the jungler to find those picks.
And time again, it is Correa looking for it. Nor goes in.
Oh, Nor with a big Mimic Distort, but he doesn't get the pick. He's now even forced to flash out of there, and he might be dead. Ruin gonna land the stun. They get the flick, and that is enough as Kire seals it.
Norm tries to play hero, but it is Fenerbahçe now who will move towards Baron. That's the kill.
Good ward, able to get the flash Q and at least get one kill onto Bolulu, but I don't know if Xeris and Big Cora can do this 1v4. Sorry, 2v4, math is hard. Unbreakable though does block the two-shot barrage. They can't get in the Baron. They can't really win a fight.
Done.
Not sure what PVB can get done here. Good all from Zeros, but again, FB is buying time. They want to try and steal it away, but the smite is good. Aurelia is dead, and Big Cora now going to turn tail and run.
And now the Tahm ultimate coming in with support. They tried to stall, but it will be a successful retreat for Fenerbahçe. They keep 4 members alive with the Baron buff. Now a 9,000 gold advantage, looking to close out this game.
And again, Phong buff 207. Nearly a step wrong there. Azera's going to get caught. I don't know how many more times I have to say Bolulu and Kire, but Bolulu and Kire doing a really good job all day long.
They can crash them simultaneously, knows there isn't enough to stop both sides.
Whoa, Kire straight in there with the Weaver's Wall, pops the stasis as well, using that stopwatch, but very reckless. In fact, too reckless as Pallet grabs the shutdown.
Yeah, must have been a misclick from Kire. Didn't know he was on the wall, and now that's going to be Tahm ultimate coming across.
Yep, again, looking to try and find more pickups. Ruin, though, relatively tanky, but he's going to be in a 1v5 situation. That's going to be too many for this old crocodile. Ruin is going to fall. Oh, he does get a trade kill, but the shutdown gold also goes to Big Coro.
So able to trade 1-for-1 in a disastrous situation, but still Baron now will run out. They won't be able to break the base just yet. So disastrous play from Kire. Nearly inexcusable in what is such an important game. It looks like he's using the wall to try and separate top to bottom tower. So, you know, create 2 areas to play around, but takes it into the base. And you can see that Ruin should just be able to take this turret. Should have been a siege setup in the mid lane as well. Instead, they'll lose 2 crucial members, give over shutdown gold, and allow the rest of the Baron to expire. This means the game's going to elongate. Whilst right now it looks like Fenerbahçe in firm control, anything can happen.
Yeah, Zeros trying to make that anything happen right now, but he gets stunned up by concussive blows and lays it down as Kire finds a last hit, and Zeros, he has been reaching this game.
They're doing a relatively good job of navigating this portion of the game.
Hades also just destroying that poor Drake. Will get the extra Infernal. That's 3. They're going to try and pull the trigger, but Hades, he's thrown back in towards the team fight. Lands the spike pop. Fenerbahçe might just be too far ahead for it. Samana Nor going to dive in towards Kire, but Hades on a killing spree. Gets the kill with a whirling death. Nor does finally get Kire to the jungler. Will be down for the count around this next Baron, but palletizes Hades, grabs the double kill and the double cash in. Fenerbahçe just too strong as Big Cora running for his life, and immediately the flashes down the stand aside. Will miss there from the Draven, but the heal will ensure the kill. That last axe, no, he needed one more. Hades still wants it. Ruin killed Null on the other side of the map, and it's only 2 left now for Phong Vu Buffalo. Big Coro trying to stay alive, but that's about all the good news left.
And Meliodas able to trade back means it is a 1-for-1, and probably best case scenario, a 3-for-2 overall for Phong Vu Buffalo. But you can see
around the Baron, but this time there's a lot less pesky Phong Vu Buffalo members around them. As Kire, he trapped himself in the wall there.
Yeah, in saying that, Zeros has nowhere to go, should fall.
Does get the stun down, can't really dash through the pebbles, does still get a few, and Hades unstoppable at 5 kills now. Fenerbahçe turn back towards the Baron.
And once again, it's going to be a 4v5 around the big objective on Summoner's Rift. No real way in here, pastry time, no initiation. They need some poke to land, but against Bolulu's Vel'Koz, this has been a very troubling spot.
Oh, Big Coro just gets singled out by Ruin. What a good hiding spot the Croc found. Baron is getting low. Maybe it's just a steal attempt and nothing else. Alonso Spite is ready. Meliodas has to be careful. He goes there. No, it's Talia that grabs the smite and secures the Baron as Big Cora is forced away by the laser. The Whirling Death will not find him. Meliodas does fall, and Fenerbahçe once again with the Baron.
And the pace.
Play one more time from Fenerbahçe, able to corral. They did in the end take a 50-50 smite. They come up front. You can take Bolulu. Not really concerned with Null anymore. With the second Baron buff and 3 Infernal Dragons, looking to close out this game. Yep, the hero in top lane
will be ripped open by Fenerbahçe. Still 20 seconds on Meliodas, and Fenerbahçe just looking to end the game. Xeris with an ulti, it's not bad. He pops into stasis, needs to buy a bit more time. Dives back around, but he's just got nothing here as Kirei gets low, but Nor does find a pick. Finds only 35, but Kirei still alive. As Pallet getting chunked down by Balulu, whose poke is absolutely massive. Nor gonna dive back in with the Banshee's protection, and that will force Fenerbahçe out for now. And one more thing, Hades gonna get poked back, but you have to kill all of the Draven, because that lifesteal just keeps him alive if you do not. Pallet, though, getting chunked down. Nor gets disintegrated as Hades dominating. Gets yet another kill, and he's going to grab the double. This could be the Panther here. No, Valkos able to grab the third one, but Fenerbahçe will play for a tiebreaker here as they go towards the fountain. The triple kill lands over in for Hades, and Big Koro, he's fighting as valiantly as he can, but it is all for naught as these teams will meet again. The ace completed by Ruin, and Fenerbahçe thrust destiny into their own hands and have yet another date at the end of the day.
And it was the two-horse race from the start of this group. Isurus and Bombers able to pick up upset victories, but in the end, it is the split 1-1 between these two teams, which will mean we play a tiebreaker at the end of the day. Fenerbahçe come into day 2 of this MSI play-in tournament much better prepared, I feel, for the pace of the games. They're dictating it now onto their terms. It's slowed down and looks much easier for their carries to navigate the team fights.
You highlighted the jungle matchup at the start of this game, and as soon as Meliodas died at level 1, getting first blooded, kind of was a bad omen for the rest of Phong Buffalo.
And the courageous change-up pastry time really set the tempo.
You need to be applauded there for Fenerbahçe as you kind of see that gold graph telling, I would say, the whole story.
Yeah, I would say the gold graph, and then I would love to see where the champions were positioned on Summoner's Rift throughout the side of the game, because I feel like all of the game was played on Phong Buffalo's side of the map, and that their solo laners were never really able to deploy onto the map at the same time and implement the 1-3-1. It was stuck in a 1-4, it was stuck in the slog in the jungle fights for